Oh, hello, my friends. Skydinger here, back again with another episode of Virtue's Last Reward. Now, last time we went through the magenta chromatic door, not with Dio and Alice, but with Phi and Luna. However, afterwards we ran to the end of a hallway with an elevator, and it seems everyone's coming to meet us. Let's see what's happening, shall we? Oh. What's going on here? We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course. I don't know, with a prow like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things. Let me see the map. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, look at that. Looks like the map says we'll all end up in one spot. Oh, neat. I get it. All three routes must end up here. That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary. Infirmary? Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters. That's so. We found ours in the lounge. Huh. Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information. No, we'll have plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator. Huh. No one argued with Phi. I guess we're going down the elevator. More time to groove to this track. Like the first game, the music in this game is great. Enjoy it with me, shall you? What the? This looks just like the other floor. These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red. Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier. Lock, huh? It's gotta try, though. Yeah, it won't budge. Just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose. Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet. Oh. No, I'm fine, but it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed. Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're telling me we're gonna have to sit around here for 2 hours? Looks like you don't have a choice then. Gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show him the note we found? Sure. Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary. Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the lounge. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse. I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card? You mean this? The Ambidex room key? We found some too. That makes 6 then. One for each AB room. Let's head back to the warehouse. Huh. So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh? If you don't like it, you can stay here. A stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right. Huh. Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd. Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us, or are you going to stay here by yourself? Alright, fine. I'm going. Oh, Dio. So quick to be angry. And you, as soon as we get to groove some more. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, we're going through the lounge. Showing everyone where we've been. So, this is the lounge. It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough. That means we can go visit the infirmary, too. Or the crew quarters. Hey, Grandpa, check this out. They have some of your favorite scotch. Oh, ho, ho. Tempting, but I don't really think now is the time. Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when are they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the notary game. And if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they're even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. And you can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach. What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money? Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day. Interesting. So Tenmyoji's like a forager or whatever. Back to the big warehouse. And there he is. Yawn. Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long, I hopped off for a little nap. Oh, for yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired. Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So, I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise, well, do you really need me to spell it out? Forget it. That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP? We go into the AB rooms, right? Look, we've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether. But who goes into what room? Oh, that doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room. But there are only 6 rooms. Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny. Then, you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room? Yes. What do we do after we go into the room? Play a game. Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game. Wait, what's Ambidex supposed to mean anyway? I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands instead of favoring the left or the right, but can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced. It's a game of betrayal, then. Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way. Then what's the notary game? Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The notary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just like, a little mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense? Like hell, this shit's confusing. Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, B.O.? You arrogant little bastard! Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Well, now, could I have y'all please move to the AB rooms? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'd probably be easier to understand that way. Cakewalk and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed to the AB rooms. There weren't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everyone else has already gone in. I think we should head in too. Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there. Okay. Time to play a game. An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. What? This game's got a time limit too? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this? Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everyone over here. Yeah, right. Hey, guys, over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us, however, was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen to her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin. What the hell were you yelling? What's going on here? Is she... Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here. Oh, okay. Come on, Quark. Then she's... Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago. Murdered? Does this look like an accident or suicide to you? It looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them. Part of them? Well, if someone was strong enough, and they had, say, metal hands, they might be able to stab someone in the heart. What are you suggesting? It's just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should still have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go. D.U., Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys. Maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to the breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring towards us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. The infirmary. The woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her almost felt like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful, almost like she's just going to wake up any moment now. Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died. Let's hope so. Anyways, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her. You mean like an autopsy or something? I'm just gonna have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it'd be a different story, but... What? I have a medical license. You're a nurse? No. You're a doctor? Well, I'm not exactly a coroner. Interesting. I guess you can't really judge a book by its cover then, can you? Sorry. Oh, you don't need to apologize. Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people. Oh, yes, I remember. Oh, yeah? Just how the hell do you remember that? Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room. Ooh, good save, Kay, good save. So you think you could use it to perform some kind of autopsy? Yes, I think I should be able to manage that. Well, alright then. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. Display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Let's see. Female, estimated age 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, oh, it's a big word. Estimated time of death was 3 to 4 hours ago. Image trajectory, weapon pierced through the fourth intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, it was a clean, continuous 1. It was a sharp, blunt. Cavity was yay deep. Length, width. Conclusion, based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? She was stabbed with a clarinet or something? It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably. In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right? Yes. Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion. Sorry, but no. Why? Please don't tell me you think my hand could somehow turn into a knife. I told you that was a joke. Then why am I still a suspect? We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious. Vi, please stop joking around. I assure you there was no one else in the room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later. But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without a key. Perhaps, but... There was the hatch on the ceiling, remember? Yeah, there was. But Zero said he'd locked all the hatches. Well, if he was telling the truth, no one could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means... You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it! You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero! Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me? Well, because you figured we'd think that, and you would throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite. That's not a logical argument. Still, you do at least have half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer? I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that? I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control. Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero remain silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now, the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So, why has he kept a silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say? He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Sr.'s identity would be compromised. There's something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Sr. murdered her. Just as planned, death is only another part of the game. Killing someone is just part of the game to him? Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so. Oh. 10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally. Whoa, what was that? I don't know. Well, one thing's for sure, and that is, if we don't vote, something bad's going to happen. You see, just as I said, Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan. Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we'd gone in. True, he did say that. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait! Vi, where'd you go? Up here. Up? Whoa! What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high. Seriously, that's the best you can do. I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble. Whatever. What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone to the AB rooms. Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out. And that is this thing. Remember it? The hatch? Try opening it. Yeah, no luck. It won't budge. That means this AB room is locked down tight. No one can get in. You're talking about whoever killed the old lady, aren't you? Yeah. You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not. I know. I just wanted to be sure. Alright. 5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us. Oh, he's a rabbit. Look, there's something on the screen. Yeah, you're right. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, press the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. Will not open again until the polling period has finished. Oh boy. Start. Well, looks like there's no going back now. Astute observation. Hooray! Everybody's finally here. I've been waiting. So have we. We've got questions for you, Zero. Why was that old woman... Ah! Will you all please stop bothering me with questions? Uh-oh. To the other people in the other rooms who are asking me stuff just like you are, Ziggy. I guess you probably can't hear them, since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., you need to shut up. There isn't much time. I've got to hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions for now on. No answers for anybody. Okay, you'll just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started. Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be one-on-one battle. Mano a mano. Or a mano on a womano. Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So it's more like a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, actually, it's going to be real easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Ziggy and Fido paired with Mooney, and they went through the magenta door, didn't they? That means Ziggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney. And it goes the other way, too. Mooney's opponents will be Ziggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas, and B.O. and Quark's enemy will be Tenmioldi. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they'll be your ally. What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all. First, I want everybody to focus on the screen device in the back of the room. You see how it says A, ally, and B, betray on it, don't you? All you guys have to do is pick. Just pick one of these easy options. Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow, so I made this handy chart. The plus and the minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You get 2 BP, and so will they, and y'all get a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. This puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses betray. If that happens, you'll lose 2 BP and they get 3. We call this the stupid jerk face outcome. If somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them for some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This is the time where you're the one who gets 2 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice. There's nothing for you to feel guilty about. Oh, and finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 changes in BP. Ugh, boring. We call this the why'd you even bother outcome. As for the Game Master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The two of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. Now, that doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on the chart is what you get. Okay then, I think that just about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually there's a little more, but that'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time. Hey, wait, no. I won't wait, and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time. 1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes. You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later. Have a nice trouble. Ugh. We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray. What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna? We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2? What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously. Exactly. If our BP goes down to 1, it's pretty much over. So, wait. What do you mean by it's over? 30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. Just press the damn button. You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go, actually. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she'd be there? Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you... Fine. If you won't do it, then I'll... Nope, don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So, let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean? 10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant. 1. Oh shit! Anyway, and I think actually with that, we're gonna call it right here. Yes, we're either gonna ally or betray Luna, but we'll have to find out next time. Anywho, Scotty signing off, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye!